You talked after the game about wanting to get the ball to JuJu more.
Yeah.
Have you explored any options therein?
Yeah, I mean, you got to get the ball to your best players, and that's something you look forward to every week in the game plan, but also just, maybe get an emphasis on my end in game. But JuJu's a team player, and there's going to be games like that where maybe they might take him away, or other guys have to step up and make plays, and they did Monday night. And that's the kind of group we have, is a very unselfish group that understands that, if I'm not scoring twice a game, I'm still going to be a great teammate and block my butt off and encourage younger guys, and that's what he did, because he's a big, he's a leader on our team. So, but we will definitely, we're trying to actively, me and us, get him the ball. He's a great player.
How about you? Given your history with James, are you surprised you two haven't hooked up more? Is there a reason for that?
No, I think it's been 2 games. I think it's just kind of happened that way. Like I said, different people step up. Last game was our running backs, did a great job of advancing the ball. It was kind of a match we wanted to get. We wanted to get our running backs and their linebackers. We felt like that was a favorable matchup for us, and so that was kind of a point of emphasis. So, but no, James will get it. He's had a great week of practice, and it's just a matter of time before you get the right look and you get connected. So, yeah.
What have you seen from Nick Bennett?
He's been great. I spent a little time with him in the off season. Had never met him before, and really just lifting together, a couple throw-in sessions. But I could tell he was a bright dude. I didn't know how bright he was, because he was able to get here in a week and pretty much absorb the entire game plan in a matter of days. So that was really impressive to me. And he's a professional, great dude, and Jim. That's his Jim Tan Laundry. That's our nickname for him. Jim Tan Laundry. So look that one up.
Basically, did you third downs?
Right?
That's right. First and second downs were pretty effective.
Yeah.
Still got just 3 conversions. What is not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the goal. Was part of converting on third downs is getting first downs on first and second down. So I think whenever you're doing that obviously it helps to move the ball, but at the same time we got to be better on third downs, and we're moving in that direction. I think we're getting better every week, and it's a matter of execution. And calls have been great, so we'll keep working, and we'll start to convert more. But we'll start to get more first downs on first, second down. I think that's a sign of a good offense.
Basically, you made your first start, then your first home start, and with every rep you get in practice, do you feel yourself getting more comfortable?
Yeah, I mean it's awesome. It's my 3rd week, and you get 2 walkthroughs a week, and 2 long walkthroughs, and then practices, and just being with the guys and starting to kind of maybe talk a little bit more, maybe kind of get them going a little bit, get the tempo of practice going a little bit opposed to the last couple of weeks. I think that's it's all development of us as an offense, as me as a quarterback. So it's been fun, and we're excited. We got a great plan.
This is your first chance to go against somebody from your draft class.
Yeah.
Does that hold any special meaning for you?
I'm competitive no matter who it is, but yeah, I think I know Lamar and spent a lot of time through that draft process. So we're both very competitive individuals, and it'll be no different this week than any other week. But we both want to win, and he's a great player, and I'm excited to play.
Mason, Randy said he's not the biggest fan of calling a QB sneak on those short yardage situations. Is that something that you're comfortable doing? Have you lobbied him to maybe run some more of those?
We have that in. It's just a matter of calling it. I mean, if obviously we got a lot of great backs in those short yardage situations, and they've been very effective getting us those yards. And but I would love to do that. I would I tell them every week, if you want to call it, go ahead, because I'll get it for you, and we'll keep the chains moving. So it's just a matter of who he gives it to and what he calls, and we're gonna execute whatever decision he makes.
Ravens have given up a lot of big plays. You think maybe this will be the week that maybe can hit them a little more downfield?
Yeah, well, I think that's the plan every week. I think last week was a good example of a team that playing spot drop cover 3, and they're getting to their landmarks, and they're getting out of there, and they don't want to get beat deep. They don't want to splash plays like Coach Tomlin says. It eliminates a lot of execution. So it just happened that way, that we took the underneath stuff and forced them to come up, and then you see what happens later in the game. You get the over route there by Deontay for a touchdown. So it's a process, and you guys can say we're not throwing it deep all you want, but that's sometimes that's football. You got to take what's there, and I love throwing the ball deep. I was criticized often for doing that too much in college, so it's refreshing to hear the opposite. So we're continuing to work.
Mason, as you get more comfortable with Randy each week, you go to him and say, "Hey, give me more of the playbook." What's that relationship like?
It's more of an ask. It's not a demand, but no, we got a good relationship. He's yeah, I think every week there's a trust factor there that improves, and he finds out a little bit more about what I like, and I kind of have a feel for what he's going to call in certain situations, and you just try to develop that relationship to where you can kind of feel what he's going to call it wherever you are in the field, whatever situation, before he calls it. So.
Do you ever have the option of changing the call?
Yes, I can. I did it a few times on Monday night, and yeah, for sure.
Mason, because you got to go deep so often in college, I mean,
yeah,
making those quicker, you have to make quicker decisions now.
Yeah, I mean, rhythm passing, we want to get the ball out. We got an unbelievable offensive line from a protection, and run game standpoint, but they appreciate getting the ball out quick and, keeping defenses on their heels and letting the rush not really, get dialed up and get back to me. So that's a facet of the game, and then there's times where you got to play action and take them down the field, and we did both. And so, but yeah, I think it's almost helped me in my game. I think to develop that rhythmic, intermediate passing game, because we took a lot of shots in college, and I was criticized for that sometimes for not developing accuracy in the intermediate levels. So I think. That's good for my development. It's good for our offense.
Do you feel you're better at that now than you were when you got here?
Yeah, for sure. No, just a broader, selection of concepts. I mean, just so many more concepts in college and just ways to attack defenses. And having a year and a half of reps with that really helps me my comfortability level with running those.
Do you appreciate this rivalry? Do you feel there's something different this week?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got introduced to it last year with. How just this historical kind of matchup between these two teams, and the physicality that goes into it, and with any AFC North opponent. So it's going to be a physical game. A lot of great players in their defense. They fly around well. They got a lot of leaders, and I think we'll be ready for the challenge.
Mason, how do you train yourself out of rather into getting rid of the ball quicker? That being such a mental thing.
Yeah, it's just specifically the play called in that situation, and knowing the down and distance, knowing if you're trying to get into field goal range, if you're, if we're right there on the fringe and you take a deep shot, does that really help you if it's now going to be a 52-yard field goal compared to a 44-yard field goal? So all those things play in, and it's I'm not going to say it's always fun to play that, but it's a part of the game, and it's a lot of fun when you've done that and they come up and they're a little more aggressive and you're able to take a shot.
Mason, you mentioned the fact that this rivalry, how intense it is. A lot of the players in Baltimore are saying they hate the Steelers.
Yeah.
So do you worry about maybe the game being a little more physical, perhaps maybe some extracurriculars, maybe them coming after you a little bit more?
Yeah, I think I mentioned that. I think it's always a physical game when you play these guys and when you play any AFC North opponent. So I'm not worried. I mean, we play physical teams every week. So if they want to bring it a little bit more this week, we'll be able to handle it. So I think we're, any AFC North football. I've kind of grown up in this culture of it's serious, and it's we want to get after it every time we get a chance to play anyone in our division.